Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach and today we're looking at Ecomi, VeVe stuff as per usual. A different screen to what you might be used to if you've been watching this channel for the past month, because normally I use CoinMarketCap and I still do like CoinMarketCap, but I wanted to have a look at or use Ascendex today. So the price of Omi. Some people are going to be real happy about this, some people are going to be real sad about this, as per anything in life, I guess, because currently, you know, I was speaking on Twitter today about the Omi price, right? We were speaking about, what was it? Here we are. Omi is heading to 1/10 of a cent, a rare price for its short lifetime. Going to do a price prediction video today, I think. Now, this was posted when the low specifically of the 24 hours was 0.0020001, right? So very, you know, like basically it was going to happen, right? I was like, yeah, this one's going to happen. And well, what do you know? Not long afterwards, if we go to my other tweet, also thank you for 2001 followers, by the way. Damn it, it happened before I was able to react. Not much of a prediction now, because yes, the low at that time was 0.001994. Now, again, if we go over here, you know, the low has been now 0.00196622. So we have in fact hit the ones, right? And of course, some people are going to be real upset about that. Some people are real happy about it for different reasons, obviously. Now, I kind of saw this coming, right? That's why I tweeted about it before it happened. But, you know, unfortunately, I wasn't able to tweet about it or make a video about it until it happened. So the ones, is this an issue? Well, here's the thing. Omi itself hasn't had, you know, we've seen a lot of growth from the social media end of things. But realistically, the thing is still niche, right? And there's still a lot of things going on. It's difficult, right? I'm wondering what is the lowest that we're going to actually hit with this? The thing to keep in mind, right, is that currently we're in June and we're going to July next month, where we're going to be seeing Comic-Con and VeVe work together, right? We're going to see a panel with VeVe, and we're not sure how that's going to work out, right? Or at least how it's going to materialize what we're going to see from it, right? We're hoping that we're going to see some massive drops from that. But as far as am I worried about Omi? No, because this whole thing comes down to what is behind Omi, right? I think this is basically just a result, again, of correction upon correction. The people who don't believe in Omi are going to sell Omi, and that makes total sense. I would never advise, not that I advise anyway, because I'm not a financial advisor, but I would never advise anyone to ever invest in something they don't believe in. You know, you've got to research what you're talking about, or what you're looking at, what you're investing, etc. So honestly, I'm happy that the people who have sold, because it means that those I know is going to go back up, because people are just going to buy and buy and buy at really cheap price at this point, right? Now, as far as looking at some things that might tune this up a little bit, I don't think it's going to tune it up, because I don't even know if it's going to happen. But Carl Tiger Wilson on Twitter wrote, we might be getting something today on Ghostbusters, because of course VeVe did tweet this out. June 8th is Ghostbusters Day. Who are you going to call? And of course, when someone asked, it's dropping, someone said today, and then he said we will be announcing soon. And this was today, right? Hope you get the green light to release today. Any news? We hope so too. So clearly something's going on behind the scenes. Likelihood is that we're gonna see some sort of drop today. I don't know what time it's going to be. It's currently 8:30 for me, 8:30 p.m. So it could be at any time, but I do think that, you know, there's a reason why they posted this. Like, it's not just, they haven't just posted this to celebrate the NFTs that are already on the platform. My guess is it's to promote something now. I'll have likely put in the title some sort of title that's going to pee a few people off. And I actually spoke on this on Twitter recently, and I want to go through it right now because it's really important, I think, right? YouTube titles do not change the true value of any crypto, but they can raise awareness through its curiosity, right? The idea that any crypto has to win over the other is simply a concern based on lack of investment diversification, and like in any business, the best rises. Now, this came after a comment from this person who I blocked out their name and then realized later on that I made a mistake, but regardless, you can't, you know, nothing's gonna happen here, right? But they commented saying, your worst title ever, bro. You managed to breed clickbait with contradiction in one sentence, right? And the title was about will Decentraland, which is another sort of metaverse that's being developed by a different company, will it be taken out of business? Will Ecomi be taken out of business by Decentraland? Now, let's go through the thread. The answer to the question in the title is obvious to most. No, right? Decentraland is not going to put Ecomi out of business. It's a discussion topic, and Omi will only go up. While I agree with you, obvious isn't something you can take for granted on YouTube, especially when Decentraland did around 32 times market volume than Omi did in just 24 hours. Obviously, merit will always win in the end, and I am happy for whoever makes that happen. That was me saying that. Now here's the thing, and I actually wrote back on this again. The highest valued, most successful businesses in the world have received some truly terrible press during their lifetimes. Yet Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and every other huge corporation are doing just fine because the product service is just simply demanded by millions. And of course, this is what people have been speaking about. Of course, Val coming in, just ignore them, my guy. This is a fight that you won't win, so don't fight it. The people have already lost. They fail at investing, so pretend to be experts at titles instead, when if they actually do it, they do it instead of the people actually good at it. Now, I want to make it very clear that I have no hate or any issue really with person. They did say yours title ever and stuff, and like, you know, put the emojis in or whatever. I'm not here to start heat or debate with anyone. I don't actually think that they said this in any sort of way to sort of offend me or anything, and I'm definitely not offended by any means whatsoever. But I want to have a look at why this is important, because I know Val also is, he gets told off a lot, right? He gets told off by the community, because a lot of the community are like, you're fuddy titles, bro, you're fuddy titles. Now here's the thing. I want to have a look at some big corporation PR, right? So let's have a look at, first of all, the Facebook Cambridge Analytic data scandal. We all, well, not all of us, but a lot of us will know this, right? This is literally what ended up shutting down Cambridge Analytica. It was a terrible, terrible press for Facebook. It lasted forever. I remember it being on the news constantly whilst there was an investigation going, the scandal, etc., right? Now, if we look at Amazon Warehouse on news, right, we have all these issues, right? We have injuries 80% higher than competitors. You know, cry closet Amazon mocks for creating Amazon mental health box for warehouse workers. We have all these issues, right, that Amazon has been exposed for, right? You know, if we go over to Apple, you know, this is talking about privacy issues and maybe some political stuff too regarding, you know, China was exempt, why not the US or other countries, etc., right? Apple paid women millions as a technician used her iPhone to post explicit, I can answer the rest of it for you, I think it was photos posted online, right? Apple employees rally against office working plan. Now, when Cavell said this about, just ignore them, this is a fight you won't win. It's not a fight necessarily that I'm trying to win, right? More so, not that Val said anything wrong there, it's just what I'm saying. This is something that I think can easily be remedied through discussion and education, right? I know that some people have maybe put in a bit more money than they're willing to lose, maybe in Omi or in any investment, and so if any title makes them think that they're going to have a small loss at a certain point, I get a comment about it, I'll get a DM about it, right? If you truly believe in Omi, if you truly believe in Ecomi, and if you truly believe in any project that you invest in, one YouTube title, or not even one, 10, 15, 100, 1,000, 10,000 YouTube titles asking questions like, is Ecomi going to be put out of business, is not going to change the true value of the product. It's not going to change the true value of the product. If Ecomi build the VeVe NFT space the way that they are promising, essentially, there is no way in heck that your investment in Omi, and this is not financial advice, but this is what I'm seeing myself at least, there's no way, you know, we've seen it already, you know, there's literally a Wikipedia article dedicated to one of the biggest scandals in data history, right, from Facebook, and yet Facebook is still at the very top of the social media game. I mean, yes, obviously it's not as popular among certain age groups, but it's still at top. You know, Twitter has issues, Apple has issues, all the tech companies generally have issues, gaming companies have issues, all of these companies get exposed for scandals, this, that, and the other, and we're thinking that YouTube titles are going to be the end of things? No, what YouTube titles are going to end up doing is when people are thinking, oh crap, is this a bad investment? I'm going to click on this video that's going to confirm my bias of the fact that Omi is going down. They'll click on my video, and those of you who watch my videos know how bullish on Omi I actually am. So would you rather watch, or would you rather someone who isn't firmly in belief of their investment in Omi watch a video from someone who actually is bearish on Omi? Or would you rather someone essentially fill the search realistically, right? And the same thing with Vel, what Vel does, right? Would you rather we fill the search with fuddy titles, essentially, worry titles, you know? Is Ecomi going to get out of business? What's the price going to drop to? 0.001, right? All that stuff, which has actually happened anyway. But if people end up watching our videos where we're talking about it and we explain and essentially clear through the FUD within the video itself, then the people who are looking for the FUD, what's going to happen? Well, more likelihood is they're going to be a little bit more trusting of their investment potentially, compared to if they watch a video from someone who's actually spreading fear. So I'd love to hear your take on that, because that's my way of thinking as a marketer. I understand that people are worried when we put out titles because people think that we're going to give people a certain impression. The reality is, if people are going to have that impression and sell based on that, they were going to sell anyway. I'm telling you, they were going to sell anyway. But the people who don't know and are trying to sort of figure things out and navigate the waters, and they see a FUD title and then they watch it and that clears the FUD completely out of their head, I can't see that being a bad thing for the community. In fact, I can only see that doing well for the community. So that's just something I had to say regarding price, right? Our titles don't change anything regarding that. At the end of the day, we talk about what's going on. We don't follow the title into the video where we start talking crap about Omi. I don't talk crap about Omi because I'm bullish on Omi. It's pretty simple. Even when we're seeing a correction the way we are, because that's exactly what it is. It's a correction. You know, Ecomi recently actually tweeted out, shout out to Logan Paul, and that time he shared Omi with the world. Hashtag Mayweather Paul, of course, taking on the trend, right? Now let's have a quick listen to this.
Right? Like, I think that hype can be found around secular items, but it's pushed away when you make it very versatile. And they have all these brands. OMI, I think, is like another one.
Bro.
Fuck. Am I good?
What are you saying? You have the same weird little coins that no one's ever heard of yet as me.
Yes,
you have Omi?
Yeah, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
I want a bunch of that because I like that one. Pokemon.
Y'all definitely talked about this.
No, I'm kids, yo.
Because I got in on Omi, and then I saw some stuff that I liked a little bit better, so I got out. But I probably, now that you said it, I'll probably get back in.
Omi, this is not financial advice. You know what Omi is at right now, right?
It's like fractions. It's hundredths of a penny.
0.003. This they didn't pay me to do this. They should. I'll reach out to them. But
we'll take 3 coins.
It's like a fraction of a cent of a cent.
Yep.
That's the coin that should the infrastructure and the model pop in the way that I think it will, because it's based on the VeVe NFTs, who has IP out the fucking ass. Because that's where I think this NFT, I do believe it is a little bit of a bubble right now, but I believe the ones that will power through will be based around IP.
Correct.
Okay. So when did they post this, right? I imagine they posted this when it happened, 31st March. Let's go over to 31st March, shall we? Let's go to 31st March. I'm not going to lie, I am new to Ascendex compared to CoinMarketCap, so give me a minute. I'm going to have to try and find 31st March on here. So here we have April, right? And we have March, as I'm assuming, around here. And of course, this when all this happened, right? This is when everything went crazy. And then things dipped, and then they went more, and then they dipped, and then they went higher, and then they went... And essentially what we're seeing, and those of you who are into crypto will know this better than I will, we're going through a correction. Realistically, the VeVe app currently is not a mainstream... It's not even feasible for mainstream adoption right now. You know, if millions of people swarmed to VeVe app, what would they actually be able to buy that would be of interest? Some things for sure. But for what we're talking about, we're looking at tens, if not hundreds of millions of users. And we still haven't seen more than about 5% of the IPs that VeVe even has and is working with. And yet we're worried that fuddy titles are going to ruin the crypto. What are we talking about, friends? So that's just my take on this, right? I'm not worried at all. I will be worried if they completely screw everything up because I'm not attached to it. Like, it's the thing. If you're also worried about other investments overshadowing your investment, guess what? You can invest in other things too. And it's not financial advice, but this is pretty straightforward, right? I'm not telling you what to do or what you should do or anything like that. But if you think that decentralized is a competitor, no one's stopping you from investing in it. So this is where I'm getting at with it, is that, you know, I've seen a lot of people getting upset, and realistically, let's just wait. It's just about being patient. This is not a coin that you're going to pay rent with today, or next week, or this month, or maybe even this year. Who knows what will happen, obviously. And that all comes down to what the Ecomi team does. It all comes down to what the Ecomi team does. You know, we have our own CPMK. We haven't even seen their full arsenal yet. We haven't seen, and actually I'm going to be making a video today about about the projects and campaigns that we've actually seen from our CMP and CPMK and how that's going to hopefully translate with VeVe. I also want to talk about targeted advertising campaigns and influencer campaigns. Yeah, we've seen none of this so far. The only real influencer who has spoken about this from a non-crypto point of view is this guy. And that was before, and this was before pretty much anything was happening. I mean, to be fair, I'm impressed with Logan. He was ahead. Well, he's always been ahead of the curve, but he was ahead of the curve there. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take. As you can see, I do talk about this stuff, so if you want to follow me, it's at Zaki2. But with that being said, let me know what your thoughts. Like I say, all that good stuff. I am still bullish. I'm still very excited. I think that we could see ourselves probably hit, I'm assuming, the 2s to... It's so difficult to tell. The thing is, right, when VeVe's at San Diego Comic-Con, that's going to be territory that I've never really been part of, right? Because I got into Omi actually after the correction. I was aware of Omi because of Cavell, because we were speaking about it before I even made the channel, right? But I don't know how far or how high up it's going to go once there's a larger user base from Comic-Con. I really don't know. Because I don't know Comic-Con stats realistically properly. I know that it's the biggest Comic-Con and it's the biggest event for that sort of demographic. I think the digital thing's going to help. Some people I noticed in the comments were saying that, you know, they think that the digital thing is going to only make it worse. I personally think digital is going to help simply because everything on this stuff is digital already. I mean, it wouldn't be bad to have it in real life, but I think digital just means that the scale is going to be huge. You know, the scale is going to be so much bigger because you got the whole event on your phone basically, or at your computer or whatever. So I'm not worried about that. I think it'll be interesting to see if we hit 1 cent in next month. That will, I think, come down to how the Comic-Con stuff goes. And also we don't know which IPs we'll be seeing through that. I am hoping to see something nice, not necessarily from a price point of view. I'm hoping from a price point of view, but I'm hoping to see something nice from a product point of view, which should obviously tie into the price. I'm really hoping that we're going to start seeing the IPs that we're expecting and hoping and excited for over the summer. And if we don't, then I'm going to speak about it because that's what I do on this channel. You know, I'm not paid by Ecomi. I'm not affiliated with Ecomi. I do like Ecomi and I'm bullish based on the team and the product. And that's about it. That's really all there is to it. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Are you still bullish on Omi? Are you bearish on Omi? Please just keep it respectful. And I appreciate you all very much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.